Hello guys, welcome to part 2 of my live update. Yeah, I just had to end that first one because it was getting too long, to about 20 something minutes, and I didn't want it to be too long, and because it took me an hour to even record that video at a stretch, so you should be expecting either another part 3, but I don't know. I may just have to compress everything to the second video, and because I know when I sat down editing, I didn't end it properly in the part 2 itself. Don't mind me, I'm just how you guys doing? Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and let's just about our life update. Every day so much that's been going on in the world. Sorry about the noise outside. There's so much that's been happening in the world, and you just need to distress yourself and just take a back seat and just a lot of things happen in people's lives in particular, and reasons why some people don't reach out and every other thing. So anyways, see you guys. Long story short, the back and forth, and the fact that I kept thinking, oh Sarah, I won't be able to have a child for now. Okay, no problem. I just rested my mind. In fact, I started planning my trips to travel and all that. Went through hospital procedures, everything. The following month, I was waiting for my period. I was hoping to see my period, then we'll know the progress of things before I go for another scan to check how far. My period never came. What happened? It never came. I didn't see my period. I was like, what's happening? Also, just like, maybe you're pregnant, like a joke. And I was like, it's not possible. Like, truly, we were saying it's not possible. Like, for real. So, day 4. And I was like, this is sketchy. Thank God I had one pregnancy strip at home. From all the ones I've been using, both the digital one and everything. I didn't even have the digital one. I had just the normal paper one. I said, okay. I woke up very early, 4:30 a.m. because that's the time we wake up to arrange for David to go to school. And by that time, I said, let me do that first. I went to pee in my pickup and tested the strip. And I didn't do it well because I was already so used to the digital type that I was using the digital method on paper strip one. The digital method says 5 seconds in the P, while the strip one says 15. But I did 5 seconds in the P with the strip, and let's say this is the strip, the P just stayed here instead of it to stay in so that it goes up to the test line. So when I looked at it, there was nothing. It was blank at the test zone. I didn't see any lines. I just dropped it, and that is the last one I had. I was like, oh, so I have to wait like the whole morning for dawn to reach before I can go get another strip. Then my husband said, he woke up. He said, what are you doing? I was like, you said I may be pregnant. I just said, let me just check. Like, oh, okay. So he just told me. I was about to throw the strip in the dustbin. I just said, no, why don't you just press that urine place? As I pressed on the urine place, then it now started moving. That's the urine now had to move to the test line. So, and I started moving, and I saw the control line first. Like, oh, okay, the urine didn't reach that place, that's why. When I saw the control line, then I dropped it. I turned back and I looked at it. And I saw a small line, very faint. I was like, I was like, no, this is not happening. Oh my god. I was like, I know to my husband, please come and see. Looked at it. Can you see any faint line? He said, let me see. Because he wears glasses. So I was like, you wear your eye no good. Come look. Can you see one very thick line? He said, yes. And I said, and I can see another line that's very faint. I was like, you can see another line? That means I'm pregnant. We're like, stop playing, Joe. I was like, no, I'm serious. Even at that time, it hadn't hit me. This one we stood there looking at ourselves like, what is happening? What kind of miracle is this? Like, we cannot explain what happened, to be honest. We cannot really explain. So I dropped it, went to the parlor, sat down, like sleep clear for everybody's eye. So David was like, hey, mommy got money, darling, money, preparing for school and all that. And I came back to the room, picked up the strip, and both lines were the same color, like very, very thick. And I'm like, whoa, that means the HCG level is even much in my body. Like, you know, when it's faint, like your HCG level is not high, but when it's like very, very thick, HCG level is so high. And I'm like, wow. I didn't still believe. My girl was busy there being in awe, amazed, happy, and all that. Why I was like, we need to go to the hospital and do some blood tests. I don't believe this. I didn't believe it, to be honest. I was like, do some fake test strip prank. Maybe it didn't work, and it's just pranking me kind of. So we went to the hospital in the evening, waited for David to come back from school before we went. We all went together, 3 of us. And I did the test, took my blood, and it came back and it gave me the result, and it was positive. You is pregnant. And I'm like, oh my god, that's so remarkable. Wow. We're like, what should we do? What should we do? Like, I was like, let's not tell everybody yet. This still feels like a prank. To be honest, it was so unreal. Till I felt my baby bump, like I could feel pregnancy on my stomach. Every day, first month, second month, third month, fourth month, I'm like, we finally told family. I think a week later or so, just told them. Everyone's like, he told his family, I told my family. We both told them at the same time, basically. But then I'm like, you cannot say anything for now. We didn't even tell David. David just developed up and I'm like, he doesn't even know what's up. Okay. So, yeah, at week 7, yes, week 7 or 8 weeks, I went back to that diagnosis that did my HCG and said my teeth were blocked. She didn't even recognize me because I was wearing shades. So I didn't, in fact, I went there, I didn't say pregnancy test. I just said I want to do abdominal test. And I came in, they started checking. I said, do you know you're pregnant? I'm like, I wanted you to find out and tell me. That was why we went to diagnosis, not because we were supposed to go that early. That was too early to go to diagnosis for pregnancy. Like, do you know you have a pregnancy? Yeah. Okay, that's good. Sure, the weeks. Well, let's just see a period with everything down, blah blah. Okay. And that week, they can even tell the baby's heartbeat. She's like, can you see the baby's heartbeat? I'm like, okay, interesting. Wow. Then when she was on, I was like, do you remember me? She's like, no really. And I remember my shit. She's like, oh my god, is you right? How was your operation? How was this? Like, you remember you came and assisted in doing the HCG and they said my teeth were blocked. Oh my god, how did this happen? I'm like, we don't know. How did it happen? It was just so amazing to see her reaction. And she was like, oh my god, I'm so happy for you, this and that. Don't worry, everything is fine, you'll be fine, and all that. And that was it. So that was how we found out we were pregnant. Then the roller coaster of pregnancy itself. My god. I don't even know how long I can make this video because it's going to be so long. The truth is, along the line, I had 2 almost miscarriages. That really changed the course of everything for me. Like, I just felt like I had lost the baby and I could not go on with the whole pregnancy thing. Secondly, I had to travel. We've already planned this trip. A lot of plans were affected, changes. We had plans to relocate. So a lot of things just happened at that point that no matter your planning, just leave God made the planner for you. So that's what happened. And right now we thank God that we're here, and baby will soon be here in a matter of weeks. Even though I'm tired, this week is long. So pregnancy was a chaos for me. It was not like it wasn't the best experience at all. It was not, because I was not even totally healed from what I had just gone through, and pregnancy came. It was terrible. Week 9, I went to the bathroom to brush my teeth. I just had this very terrible dream very terrible dream that somebody was chasing me and wanted to harm me. I can't go into details about the dream. And I was running, but I made sure I killed the person in the dream. And I woke up. I don't allow anybody harm me in my dream. I make sure I either wake up or I make sure I end it for the person. And I just told my mom, I had this dream, and she was like, because she was around, she was like, okay. I told her I'm coming. Let me go and brush my teeth before I come to. I had the dream in the room. I went to brush my teeth. Next thing I finished brushing, I just turned to walk out. I just felt like water coming out of me. So I was waiting for it to pour. Like, okay, I wanted to see what kind of water, whether it's vaginal fluid or something. It was thick blood just pouring out. I just started screaming, "Mommy!" My mom was running and she even fell down. She came. My cousin came and she was like, "What is happening?" Do you know what I said? "Give me my phone." Video. Okay, I had to video because I wanted to show the doctor. This is the color of the blood, the amount of blood. As I just videoed and I dropped the phone, most just started pouring. In fact, it was a bloody mess in the bathroom. Bloody mess. You know that kind of, they had to use packer to pack it. Like, it was so bloody. I was just like, oh my god, I've lost my baby, oh my god, I've lost it. My mom said, be still, you've not lost anything. I'm going to the hospital. I just called my husband immediately. I just didn't start turning back, because he just left. Something has happened. I didn't want to tell him what on the phone, because that one, maybe he came and he didn't really see what happened because they had already cleared it. They just told him I was bleeding and I was like holding my tummy and I had to wear pads and all that and take him to the hospital. So my mom was explaining what happened. He was just quiet, he didn't say anything. We went to the hospital, saw the doctor, and they were checking the baby. They couldn't find heartbeat, nothing. And the doctor said, you have to admit me. They admitted me. Everything they had to do, drips, tests, this one. Said they'll have to check on baby again in the evening. So I was there in the morning, like 9, and I had to wait till evening to even know if the baby was going to be fine. And I was still bleeding heavily in the hospital. Like, I had to change pad. I just told myself, I don't even know. I just feel like, well. In fact, I just said, okay, well, no problem. I'll start again. I'll try next 6 months. Right now, I just need to rest. My body is tired. Like, my body is really, really, really tired from everything. But my mom, being a nurse, she just said, no, something's not right here. You are fine. The baby is fine. Maybe the baby is just weak and tired from what just happened. This or that one. And the doctor was just being negative. Said, we'll check. If in the next few hours you don't say anything, we'll just go and flush your womb, evacuate everything. My mom said, you will do no such things. And I said, no, madam, it's just a medical procedure. I said, no. She started telling me, you have to do this, you have to do that. And I told the doctor, she's a nurse, actually. And I said, okay. So she was supposed to even raise her legs up. This one, when she just mentioned all that, that's when they came in full force, started doing all the proper procedures and all that. I was just so grateful that she was there. My husband was busy in the car crying. But when he came, he had to be strong. I said, I know you don't go cry. You know, he won't answer me. He was blaming himself. He said it's his fault. I was like, how is it your fault? Like, how? Because that guy treats me like an egg. So, there's a backstory to that, but don't worry. Anyway, the testimony is that in the evening, I was exhausted. By 6 p.m., everybody had gone home. I told them they should go home, go and rest, go and listen. Me, I was just there praying, saying, God, please help me. Okay, let me just have this child. I beg you. Like, I'm not getting any younger. I don't think I can do this later on. Please just help me. That's when I felt movement. And I'm telling you, at 9 weeks, I could feel movement, to be honest. I felt movement, and I also excited. I picked up my phone to call them and tell them at home, but I just didn't want to. Maybe it was in my head. I didn't want the expectation to be so high. So later on, by 7 p.m., the doctor called us in, went for scan again in the doctor's office, and we could all see the baby moving and the heartbeat. Like, oh, I was like, thank you, God, thank you. Man, it was not funny. And I went home that very day. Doctor said, I heard you're traveling out of the country. I was like, do not try it. I was like, I have to go. Okay, I planned this trip. Over plan and plan. I have to go. In fact, too much is at stake at this point. So the only thing is that not like, no, you can't. I was just gonna change the dates. That's the only compromise we have to do at this point. And you want to change the dates. Pushed it forward so that I could heal. I was still fresh. In fact, once I'm in the car, I always is at the back. I lay down with like 4 pillows supporting me and making sure my legs are raised up, because that's the position they said I have to be till I stop bleeding. But unfortunately for me, I bled for 1 full month. 1 full month. And at that point, I was just like, are you sure this is not just menstrual blood? Because I don't even know the point. Maybe there's nothing inside there safe. So you can see all this drama, all these things. There was no point involving, like, telling all my friends, oh, I'm pregnant. I'm putting them through a lot of emotional roller coaster. Like, oh, something is up, something not. There was no just point at all. Just that we're more like, oh, don't worry, I'll be fine. I'm not too well, but I'll be okay. Not into so much details like this. And when it was time to travel, easy. If you had seen my tummy at 2 months, you'd think I was already 5-6 months pregnant. Traveled, had to do what we had to do, but plans had to change. We had to come back home, and started thinking of, okay, we have to do plan for going to give birth, like me traveling to go and give birth. Let's focus on that before even planning on relocating out of the country. So we had to change everything. It was not easy. Then again, there was already another near miss incident. In fact, I just want to thank God that we are here, and the baby is going to be here soon, and everything is fine at this point. Nothing they won't push on my face, as in nothing. It was all tears during that period. I was exhausted, I was tired. Prayers. The only thing I was taking my mind off it was that I had to invest my strength into online classes. I started doing data science, started doing graphic design, started doing product design. I was pushing myself. My husband was always saying, slow down. Like, no, I need to do all those things. What am I doing with my time? I'm just at home. Let me do all these things, because I like to be productive in myself, learning something, doing something. And that was what pushed me through, especially throughout the second trimester. I was able to pull through because of all the things I was doing online, got my certification in some I'm still doing, and I thank God for that. Now, third trimester is the hardest. In fact, I thought first trimester was hard, but third trimester, I started slipping into depression little by little. I was always having nightmares. I was always hearing voices. I was always hallucinating. It was crazy. See, all the symptoms I never felt with David. I felt everything. Like, yeah, during David's time, first trimester was terrible. Like, I can't even explain terrible with first trimester. Second trimester was now better. I was like, oh, really? Third trimester, I was exhausted. And the fact that I was doing it alone was like heartbreaking, like alone. But I can't even imagine going through this pregnancy without my husband. Like, I cannot even imagine it. That guy, I suppose buy you motor, no worry, I go buy you. In fact, you know when they say so the women is don't carry pregnancy, not lie. We carried it 50-50. 50-50. I'm awake, he's awake. I'm sleeping, he's awake. Massaging my back. I'm sleeping, I'll just feel somebody massaging my back. Regimen. You're like, you're making noise in your sleep. Like, Not food though. My husband cooked almost all my food. And the first trimester, at least the first 2 months, my mom was around, assisted and all that. But the remaining time I'm pregnant, my husband was the one cooking for me. Actually, my breakfast, my dinner. Yeah, although my cousin is around, assists in so many ways, but on a personal level for me, because my husband understands me and my needs and what I want, he did everything, and he's still doing. And it's not just because he's pregnancy. This is who he is. Like normally, even before pregnancy, that's how he has always been. bathing me, in fact, throughout, because that night, week 9, that I had a bleeding incident. He's been the one having my bath. He's bathing me morning and evening or anytime. It got to a point that I was strong enough to have my bath. So sometimes you just come and stand and be like, okay, do you need help for your back, your leg, wash my leg? And he's the type that likes helping me do my pedicure. So he's a must. He will just go to the bathroom and start scrubbing my feet and all that. So in fact, you know what puts me through is like, in fact, this child is like, take a gift. You are awesome, daddy. You are awesome. And wow. In fact, I just want to thank God. That's the truth. Bringing me this far, it's not been easy. I planned so many things. You know, I wanted to do gender reveal. I wanted to do like some hangouts. Once I'm planning that, something will just happen. Like, in that sickness will just start, something will happen. I would just start feeling depressed. I'll just start telling my friend, Nora, like, I can't do this, I'm tired and all that. In fact, I just told myself, I'm not doing anything. Please, let me just have this baby. Let this baby just be out. And they surprised me, and I was like, wow. The funny thing is, a day to the general reveal was, to the baby shower was my husband's birthday. So because that was on a Monday and he'll be at work, he said, okay, he's going to take us out on Sunday. We did go out prepared and all that, but then Katy sent a message in the evening saying, oh, Nora said you love mangoes. The craving mango, that's one of your favorite. And yes, I love mango, and I didn't drink mango before, but that was like one of my cravings. Mango. She said, oh, okay, come and collect it in my house. And I said, okay. In fact, I told her I'm not sure I can come, because that day she was telling me I went to write an exam, and the exam distressed my life from morning. That we woke up 5 a.m. till coming back in the evening, like 12 hours. I was tired. I was like, I can't go anywhere, I'm stressed. Once I go out, I used to be so stressed and sickly when I get home. So I said, okay, honey, because I've not seen Katy, I need to go and at least just see her face and all that. And I said, okay, I'm going to come. I'll just ask my husband if he'll be able to come. And he said, yes, he'll be able to come. So I'll just try and tag along with him. I had no idea anything was happening. Do you know when we were even going out? And I said, we need to go to Katy's house. So, before going in, I'm very hungry because I was so keen on the food we were going to eat in the restaurant. I said, sorry, he needed to stop by somewhere. And I said, we're getting late though. Not knowing they told him that they needed to delay me. So when we finished that, we're now going. I said, what are you going to call yourself? And I looked at him like, when we reach, you know. Because I'd already told him the other day that it's mango. So I didn't want to say mango again. I'm like, so we got a mango, you're hanging us out. I don't reach, you know, you're just laughing at me in his mind. Not knowing this guy was in on it till we reached there. When I reached there, it was supposed to be just me coming out of the car, like, okay, Katy will bring it outside, but then he kept saying, let's just go and say hello to Katy. I was like, hello, Kimi for mango. Yeah, let's go. Then, before I knew it, I turned, I saw he was carrying my bag. My cousin came down, David came down, like, hi, everybody following just for mango. So I just said hello. I was like, okay, let's go. We reached. Then when I entered, the whole place was dark, the lights were off. So when I came front, and I saw like balloons, and I moved back like, hope I'm not spoiling something for him. Everybody shouted, hello, Dad. And I'm like, what's happening? It was so... Truly, it was a surprise. Like, hi, baby.
Is the face for me? Is the face for me? You have to jump mango. Is the face for me? Is that one for you?
perfect timing. You make all things alright.
I had no idea. I was shocked. I was scared. Like, oh my god. The funny thing was, like, I'd not seen any of them except Nora throughout this year. I'd not seen any of them throughout this year at all. So it was like, oh my god, I've not seen. Where have people been? Or more like, where have I been? This is where I've been. So it was like weird and very, very interesting. It was interesting. I didn't know whether I was to cry or shout or laugh or run. It was just so confusing for me. I thank God, and I really appreciate that. Like, wow, I didn't see it coming. No, that was nice. I didn't see it coming. So it just feels good to know that at least you have friends that are thoughtful about you. Everybody, Nora, Kati, Buji, Daphne, Fatima, Samira, and who again? I think that's just about Yvonne, and every other person that was there. I can't remember their names. Thank you. Awesome. God bless you. So happy. Yeah. So right now we're still on the journey. You should just keep praying for me and everything will be fine. Now the last thing is, you know those tiny fibroids that they said they're very significant. Those are tiny, and those ones spawn the home. They grew bigger. They grew bigger. And they grew bigger because I can literally touch them in places. And nothing significant. So the doctor is suggesting we do cesarean myomectomy. That means as they take out the baby, they will take out the fibroids. So I'm slated for another surgery, but I've been having contractions lately, and that may be a different story. I don't know what God's plan is. God's plan may be that I should give birth on my own and do that surgery later, or I'll have both at once. But just keep me in your prayers. I just want to appreciate everybody for listening to my long story. See you on my next video.